The topic for this video is linear equation in 1 and 2 variable. The linear equation is an equation in variable in which the degree of the variable is 1. The format of the linear equation is ax plus by plus c equals to 0. This is a general linear equation in two variables, and if any of the coefficients a or b is 0, the equation converts into the one variable equation. For example, if a equals to 0, we get by plus c equals to 0. This is a linear equation in one variable. Now we will see how to plot the linear equation on the coordinate axis. As we have seen that the coordinate axes are like this. This is the two mutually perpendicular axes known as x-axis and the y-axis. X, negative side of x, y, and the negative side of y, and the point is origin. Oh, its coordinate are 0, 0. Now, the property of the x-axis is that on each and every point on this axis, the y is 0. That means we can say that the equation of x-axis is y equals to 0, and similarly on this y-axis, each and every point is having the x value 0. So we can generalize the y-axis by x equals to 0, or its equation is x equals to 0. If we want to plot the parallel lines to the x-axis, this is x equals to 0. And if we proceed at a distance 1 or 2 or 3 in the positive direction, then we get the parallel lines, and they will be like x equals to 1, or if we are proceeding up to the 3 distance, the line will be x equals to 3. Similarly, if we draw the parallel lines to x-axis, we know that the x-axis is y equals to 0, and if we proceed in the positive or the negative sides, accordingly we get the equation y equals to plus or minus. As this is, we are proceeding in the negative direction up to the 2 points, so the equation will be y equals to minus 2. And similarly we can say that this is a line y equals to plus 3. This is a method how we can draw the lines which are parallel to axis. And obviously an equation which is in one variable will always be parallel to the axis. In the general form we can say that if ax is a constant, then line is parallel to y-axis, and if by is constant, then line is parallel to, suppose it is given that draw some lines, draw the lines x equals to minus 5 and y equals to 4 on the same coordinate axis. For this, first of all we will make the coordinate axis, and according to suitable scale on the axis, mark the points in both the sides. Here we are taking the scale 1 centimeter equals to 1 unit. Now, first of all, we have to draw the line x equals to minus 5. We know that on the x-axis, this is x equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. The positive side, we have to proceed in the negative side, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and minus 5. So the line will be like this. X equal to minus 5. And for drawing the line y equals to 4, in the positive side, proceed up to 4 points like this, and we can draw the line y equals to 4. So drawing the parallel lines is just very easy, but if the line is in the general form, we will see how to draw the lines. That means the line is in the two variables. Drawing the line of the form ax plus by plus c equals to 0. As we know that the line which is in the two variables will not be parallel. Obviously it will be inclined. So to drawing a line we need minimum 2 points, because the 2 points after joining gives a line. So if you have to draw the line, for example 3x plus 5y equals to 15, then we need minimum 2 points which lie on the line. That means which satisfy the equation of the line. And for this purpose, we have to make a table by which we can get the set of points lying on the line. We'll make the table like this. This line is having an infinite number of points on it. And for drawing the line, we need minimum 2 points, and for the calculation we will calculate 3 or 4 points. How to get the points on the line? First of all, we see that if we substitute any arbitrary value of x in the equation, as a result we will get the value of y. Or we substitute the value of y, we get the value of x. So we can get the points by putting the values, as if we are taking x equals to 0, then 3 multiplied by 0 plus 5y equals to 15. So we get that the value of y is 3. That means the first point we are getting on the line is x is 0 ordinate and the y is 3 abscissor. Similarly, we may find so many points by putting y equals to 0, 3x plus 0 equals to 15. That means x equals to 5 when y was 0. X is 5 and y was 0. We can find other points also, for which we will put other values. Sometimes we get the fractional value of y or x, and if it is difficult to locate the points, we will try another point. That means if we are putting x equals to 2 or 3 in this equation, we will get the fractional values of y which are not easy to locate on the graph paper. So if x equals to 2, we are getting 6 plus 5y equals to 15. So your 5y equals to 9, and then y is 9 by 5. That is 1.8. If it is not easy to locate the point, we will get another point. And just remember one thing, that advance by the steps, which is the coefficient of y. In the x variable, we will increase or decrease the terms by the coefficient of y. For example, we are getting integer value at x equals to 0, again at x equals to 5. That means if we change the x as 5, then always we will get the integer values. Let's try what happens if x is 10. We are getting 30 plus 5y equals to 15. So 5y equals to minus 15 and y is minus 3. That means the point is integer. Or we can say that we have to proceed in the y according to the coefficient of x. Now see how to locate the points or join. This is the x-axis, positive and negative sides both, and the y-axis, negative sides both. Starting with the first point, when x is 0, y is 3. The point will be this. The second point, when x is 5, y is 0. This is the second point. Now we see that the third point is some difficult to locate, so we can get for the next point also. As we see that the third point is when x is 2, y is 9 by 5, that is 1.8. Something less than, we can join these points to get a straight line. This is the equation of the line 3x plus 5y equals to 15. Let us do one more example for the line 2x minus y equals to 4. How to draw the line? The same pattern will be followed. We get the set of points x and y. Initially, we try with x equals to 0 and we get that y equals to minus 4. When we try y equals to 0, we are getting x equals to 2. So that the points are when x was 0, y is minus 4. When x is 2, y was 0. If you put x equals to 1, then 2 minus y equals to 4. The value of y will be equals to minus 2, which is easy to locate, and we get the line. So the axis points 1, 2. The first point is 0 and minus 4, which is in the negative side of y-axis. This one. The second is when x is 2, y is 0. So the point is this. And the third, when x is 1, y is minus 2. That means again in the fourth quadrant. And after joining these 3 points, we get a line. What we are observing that depending on the values of x and y and also the signs positive and negative, the line may be inclined. Line may be this one, anytime. It depends on the values of x and y.